Bootleg Kev exclusive.
Hey, what up? It's the one only Mr. Thanksgiving DJ Drama. You know my man Bootleg Kev is in this. Vegas, stand up. It's Hot 975. Let's go.
Man, live in studio, we got the homie DJ Drama.
Yo, we in this, man. Bootleg Kev, what's happening?
Hey, bro, welcome to the city, man. Welcome to Vegas. I see you in town chilling with Paul Wall tonight for his birthday.
Yeah, you know, me and Paul Wall got it cracking over at Gallery, so we going in, you know what I mean? So I had to stop through, come check you for a minute.
Appreciate it. Now, you got the new record. We in this.
Yeah.
You got, like, everybody that is from Atlanta that really matters all on one song. And well, not everybody, but the legends,
yeah,
like
some good ones. Some ones that
Luda,
really matter.
Jeezy. They never been on a record together.
No, they never. The three of them haven't been on a record together, surprisingly, which is kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy.
And then shout the Future, of course.
Of course, the young blood out of Atlanta. I heard you were sitting on the record for a while.
Yeah, I heard Jeezy tell that in an interview. It's kind of the story, you know. I came up with the record, the concept of the record, when I was still working on Third Power, you know, I guess around the time of on my remix. So, you know, I took it to Future, you know, I told him the idea. Of course, you know, Kane gave me an incredible beat.
Yeah.
And my goal actually was to put the record out around when I was doing Third Power, but I also, you know, Tip was still locked up.
Yeah, of course.
And I wanted to hold it, you know what I mean? I definitely wanted Tip involved on the record. So I held it a little bit, and I really, you know, I was, the label was pushing me to get the album, you know, in the store. So respectfully, you know what I mean? I put Third Power out. It did what it did. And, you know what I mean? I had the, we in this, which it kind of worked out in a way, you know, because here we are back with a whole new momentum. And I kind of was able to work my new project, Quality Street Music, around having that record,
right?
You know what I'm saying, without being able to put it on Third Power. So, you know, shout to everybody involved, man. It's definitely a statement. You know, it feels good to see all those guys on the record together, and it's feeling strong out there.
Atlanta is like, there's a new resurgence, man, coming out of ATL. You got
Definitely.
2 Chainz, you got Future,
Crazy. Travis Porter, Cash Out, Roscoe Dash. You know, a lot of kids. Shot my man DJ Spins, DJ Scream. You know, a lot of people in the city doing big things.
Most definitely, man. So we were just kind of talking. You're the first artist I've ever interviewed in my life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man. And it's funny because I had to pull some strings, man, because they call me Bootleg Kev because I used to slang mixtapes at the swap meet.
I never knew that.
5 for 20.
I never knew that.
I used to burn like the latest DJ Drama.
All right.
Can't Ban the Snowmans, all that. You know what I'm saying? And
so what DJ did you make your most money with?
DJ Drama.
Okay, perfect.
It was always Drama and back then Southern Smoke.
Yep. DJ Smalls.
Those were the licks. And then all the game stuff, you know. But yeah. So you made me a lot of money. You helped feed my newborn, man, when I was like 17. So I appreciate it.
Hence the name Mr. Thanksgiving. We feed these streets.
Yo, man. So much love though. But yeah, I was like, I think I was an intern, and I was like, no, y'all ain't feeling me like DJ Drama. That's like, you know, I'm a fan. Y'all gotta let me interview him, man.
Nah, I remember you had the Mixtapes Will Never Die shirt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, the Mix Unit shirt. So
yeah, from Mix Unit.
It's crazy for you to tell that because you know, from one DJ to another, you always like to see you know, people doing their thing. So you know what I mean, I definitely give you kudos and your props on everything you've been doing, and you know what I mean, your videos. And we just talking about content. Like, who can say they had Justin Bieber, you know, rap on I Shot Your beat. You know what I mean?
I had death threats because of that shit. But. Hey, but man, much love though. Let's talk about the new project. What did you say it was called?
Quality Street Music.
Quality Street Music. Is that you still with the same label situation?
Yeah, I'm over at E1. You know, E1 affiliates. You know what I mean? It's still Grand Hustle is the family, so we still rocking. So it's I definitely got some good things, and it was interesting me trying to put this album together. Every time you want to kind of come with an angle. So you know, I'm really into brands, and Quality Street Music is something I came up with a while ago on a Jeezy mixtape. When we was doing Trap or Die, and it's still, you know, part of the Gangsta Grills family and what it means, and you know, but being able to come up with certain records and you know, still really embrace a lot of the, you know, the new movement and new guys doing things. So you know, I got some interesting things.
And it still seems like you are like the, you know, you are still the one guy to go to drop that mixtape. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
The latest one is the Don Trip that I've been banging.
Word, I think I seen you tweet about that. Shout out to Don Trip, everybody in Memphis. I'm actually about to drop the YG tape too. Me and Ill Will and DJ Mustard. So I'm excited about that because you know what I mean, YG's definitely he's been working, and I'm proud of him.
On the West
you know
Coast,
what I mean?
he's
It's
like,
crazy.
He's got bangers, man.
He's got a lot of bangers, so he's deserving of that. But you know, it feels good because even with a lot of the new cats too, because I know in today's world too, you know, a lot of artists are going and doing no DJ projects. You know what I mean? So
definitely.
to still be able to, people to still recognize that my brand is strong and important and enjoy what I do. You know what I mean? It feels good.
What is to you what like because of course since the days where you were coming up as the man, you know what I mean, when you first started popping off the Gangsta Grill and mixtapes where people still bought them online, and still went
the
to
good old
the
days.
forum. Downloading them were a lot harder. You had to kind of be like a real internet savvy person to get them joints.
Exactly.
And what do you think the benefit is of still having guys like yourself host mixtapes and all that? I know of course the brand is very important, but other than the brand,
I'm still a believer that when it comes to mixtape, a mixtape, I mean, it's still supposed to, if it's a mixtape, it's supposed to have a DJ involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
don't call it a mixtape otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, and I'm not a big fan of the no DJ tapes after you've done a tape with a DJ, and so what I mean, and so for myself to really still be waving a flag, it's important, and I'm totally for a lot of whoever, if you want to put a project out without a DJ, and I get it, I mean, if you call it a mixtape, but I even heard K Slay say on the radio the other day, like, don't be scared. That's your album. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
call it your album.
Yeah, it's your album. If you're not using a DJ, that's your album. But salute to all the guys that really still have moved the culture forward, even with their projects. Jake, Drake, Cole, and so many others. Whether you use a DJ or not. But I'm a DJ. I grew up listening to the greats. So I'm always going to rep for
sometimes
DJs.
As a radio DJ, I like get a mixtape and I'm like, damn, I can't play this though because there's DJ drops all over it. So the no DJ version, when it comes out, it helps like guys like myself.
Well, here's the thing. Here's where I'm at with that and with artists, because I totally get that, and because these
you are a radio DJ, so.
Exactly, and because these projects are that important to artists' careers right now, I totally get having to have records without DJs on it. But here's the thing: there's a way to go about it. You don't have to put a whole no DJ tape out. Right. The thing to do is you take important records off the tape, you get them to the DJs, you send, I mean, if you're on your job, you have your people, get them to the radio DJs, you got to clean them up anyway, so you clean them up, you take the drops off, and then you get those records out, just as you would do an album and send records out. Don't put a no DJ version out. If you're going to use a DJ, use a DJ. But don't come back and disrespect my brand and just put a no DJ tape out.
What was the point of putting it out in the first place?
And I've had these conversations with artists that I've done tapes with, and and just voiced my opinion on it, and I mean, I just think that if you're gonna call it a mixtape and you're gonna use a DJ, go in. If you're not, you're not. It's all good. But I mean, we're here for a reason, and and you wouldn't come to us if our value and our worth wasn't something.
Let me ask you this, man. You've had so many mixtapes, like I'm sure hundreds, man. What is like 2 or 3 that are your personal favorites that you're like?
I got a lot. I mean,
of course, there's ones that are sentimentally, but as far as like quality wise, music wise, that you're just like, yo, this right here is.
It's tough, man. I mean, clearly, I always look at my 3P.
Classics,
man. Yeah, it's amazing, man. I think about some of them sometimes. Like I'm still astonished. I mean, my 3P, is definitely Down with the King, Trap or Die, and Dedication 2. Like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those 3 tapes.
Definitely.
But I mean, I love the Pharrell tape. I love the Little Brother
Pharrell tape, the Ice Cream Man.
Crazy. Man, there's so many, man. I love the Fab series.
Yeah.
I love all the dedications, but even Dedication 3 is amazing to me, because when I look back and I see what Wayne was trying to do with Young Money on that project and really put them forward with Nicki and Drake and Tiger and everybody, like, to see them now is crazy. The Dead Prez tape,
Little Brother tape was.
Yeah, the Little Brother tape was amazing. Anytime I can kind of do one outside the box. Oh, of course, Chris Brown in My Zone. I think that was a monumental moment for music when we did that tape, as well as the R. Kelly tape. Because I remember a time, even in my career early, when people would come to me about R&B, Gangsta Grills, or mixtapes, and it kind of didn't really, there was a time when people didn't make R&B.
The only guy who kind of ever had that angle a little bit was Trey back in the day.
Definitely, and I remember, it's funny because me and Trey, we known each other for years. I was on his second album, and I remember coming to VA early on in his career, and he came to check me at the hotel, and he brought through like about 12, 15 freestyles. He was ready then, ready on deck to go. So, he's definitely somebody that embraced it early and was doing this thing. So, it's amazing to see where mixtapes have gone and how, even from the raid situation that happened to me to where, everybody in every form is using it for a platform, and I think it's a great thing. It's a great story. I've always told how important they are to the culture and, the music. So to see where the mixtape game is or where mixtapes are across the board and have become such mainstream things is, it's fantastic.
Indeed, man. What other tapes can you tell us about? Anything you're working on right now?
I'm always working. I'm pretty focused on this album. Definitely got tapes in the pipeline. But the album is coming along crazy.
What do we got on the album, man?
We got some things. We definitely got some things. I don't want to go in.
Shout out to Drama who actually got Outkast to do a joint for him.
Yeah, I was talking about that the other day.
I remember. There was always talk of an Outkast Gangsta Grills, and it never happened. That would have been crazy.
That's how the song actually happened because, we talked about the tape. We were going to do it. And Dre and Big called me, and it was like, we can't give you the tape because, the scheduling is just crazy. But we'll do a song for your album. So I was like, and it's just amazing, And it's kind of funny because with all due respect, I feel like Atlantic kind of dropped the ball on that. Because, Andre wanted to do the video, but, there was a couple of numbers involved that was necessary to happen. And, they weren't ready to do it. But, that song was amazing. It was
a great record. I remember we were playing that on the underground show back in Phoenix, man. That was my joint.
That was crazy. So, it's that's another, man. It's just crazy. Like, I got Outkast on the record. It got some of those 3,000 bars that still to this day people, fiend for.
Most definitely, my dude. Well, hey, the album's dropping. Do you have any ballpark yet?
I'm thinking maybe like early July, and we're gonna see where it is. About to shoot the video for We In This, so look out for that. See how that goes. Maybe remix it or something, and got a couple other records on deck that it's definitely gonna be a hot summer, man. Wow. Body Street music coming this summer.
Keep a lookout. Drama's new album coming up. The new single. You get it on iTunes yet?
Yeah, it's on there. It's on iTunes right now. Make sure you go get that. The website, dramalikethedj.com.
Got the blog game proper now?
Yeah, we're working it out. Definitely got them Bootleg Kev interviews on there.
Much love, man.
Love.
Appreciate you coming through, brother.
You already know.